So, Job 34, Elihu continued that pretty much because Job said that he is innocent, and pretty much God denied him justice, that God inflicts an incurable wound on him even though he is guiltless. So basically, Elihu said that he is doing similar to what the evildoers and the wicked does, because he says that there's no profit in trying to please God. But Job actually doesn't say that. Job said that even though he is inflicted, he will still praise God. And that is the heart of Job. So Elihu, I don't know where he's been. He haven't been listening. He's probably just like being so angry at maybe one or two things that Job said that he pretty much disregarded a lot of what Job says, and condemns Job to be like the sinner. And it's true that God does not do wrong, and it's true that he is a righteous judge, and that he will bring people conduct that they deserve. It is true that if he withdrew his breath or spirit, then humanity will perish. But he did not. Him condemning Job was wrong, and God did bring this about, not because Job was wicked. So Job is correct in this. So the later part kind of give me a glimpse into what people back then, during Job's time, believed of God, and that God does not favor the rich over the poor, that they are all the work of his hands, that his eyes are on the way of the mortal, and no one can hide from him. He take notes of them, their deed, and he punished them for their wickedness. Those who turn from following him, he has no regard for any of their way. He is over the individual and nation alike. It's interesting that back then they believed that God keeps the godless from rulings so that they don't lay snare for the people, but we see in today's world that it's different, that I think God allow wicked people to rule in today's world, and that's more often than not. So that's one difference. But from like reading Chinese literature, I do believe that back then only the more righteous will rule, and when you're not when you don't follow God's way, then he will take away the ruling power and establish a more just regime. However, I think God's way in handling that change. I wonder why. So then Elihu concluded that Job speaks without knowledge, his words lack insight, and he even wished that Job might be tested to the utmost. Like, how can he even be like, he saw Job in that state and he want Job to be even tested more? I don't understand this guy. And he says that Job answered like a wicked man, and to his sin he for sure believed that Job is sinning. He's saying that to Job is actually rebelling against God and multiply his words against God, which he did not. So I would not want to have Elihu next to me if I'm going through something like Job. Yeah, so that's it.